Okay, now you're on live on YouTube, so hello people from YouTube. It's one more immersion with me today. And as always, I'd like to start this conversation saying that TNT is a platform for all levels, beginners, intermediate, and advanced English, but it's not a class, it's an immersion, it's a conversation. So I'm not a teacher, I'm here as a host student. I'm here to learn together, guys. And I don't believe it's necessary to split the room today because you are five. I believe it's the maximum, it's enough. So everybody stay together here in the main room. And the last and so important thing is please don't correct anyone. He's a safe place, guys. Let me make my mistake. So let's begin it. Pedro, can you introduce yourself?
Hello guys, my name is Pedro Rezende. I am 25 years old. I'm from Belo Horizonte. I work as a UX designer. I'm not a developer, but I made the scripts for developers. And I am the Talk since July. I mean, I'm here to develop my skills in English and get to know about the different topics. I think it's interesting in Talk because we can talk about like so much various topics. That is my about myself, guys.
It's amazing. Even if you're not a web development, you work together with them. So it's amazing. So, Kelvin, what about you? Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Uh, my name is Kelvin Gomes, and I'm 22 years old. I work with web development. Now I am a senior software engineer. So I work with web development and software engineer for 5 years, I think. Yeah, I started when I was 17. Yeah, I think. So. Yeah, I like to talk because the same reason as Pedro, because we can talk a lot, improve our English skills, and take conversations of various topics. And now I will try help you if I can.
It's amazing. And okay, we have two, I believe, two software engineering here. It's amazing. So, Mauricio, go ahead. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Mauricio. I am 33 years old. I work as a product owner. And I don't
What
I
is
don't
it?
develop.
What is it? I don't know what is
I
it.
I coordinate projects with IT team.
Yeah, it sounds difficult for me.
No, no, no.
Oh,
I don't
interesting,
I
Paula.
don't.
Interesting. Okay,
Uh,
Mauricio, continue to introduce yourself. Go
okay.
ahead.
I don't command. And I live in São Paulo, but I was born in Santos. I'm married and I have two daughters. And my free time, I like to watch series and hang out with my family. And I also like to drink a beer on weekends. This is.
It's perfect. I like it. So, Paula, it's your turn. You can introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Paula. I live in Itu, near from São Paulo. I have 43 years old. I'm a pet mother. I have two cats, two dogs. I am married. I am COVID. Uh, I stay with my husband in the same room, so I need to care about them. So you can see my face today. Next 2 weeks, perhaps. I student software engineer, not software developing, full stack in Tribe. Now I finished my backends and I try I can no I begin and study Python because I want to study the data science data.
Yeah, it's so complicated. Okay, it's a lot of new words for me, and my head will explode today. So, hello guys, I'm Victoria. I am 26 years old. I live in Rio. I'm a nurse. I'm a mom of a son and he's 6 years old. And I just start to learn to in this word web development. So yeah, that's me. I'm a new word and a new adventure. So I'm not like I'm really in the beginning. So I just start the course. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what is coming. I'm in a new word. So everything that you say to me today, guys, I will just leave it with me as the whole truth. Like that's it. So let me see. Kelvin, can you read and answer the first one?
Okay, what is web development? Okay, for web development is creating websites for clients around the world, like mobile and device, mobile, tablets, cell phones. I forgot the name. Computer. I use every day and forgot the name of computer. Uh, so it's basically we can create a platform that can be accessible by the web using a browser like Google or Microsoft Edge. So, and with web development, we have layers like the interface as what we can see, and the business rules that what we can't see. It's what happens in the server side. So it's a little more complex than the way thinking. However, in resume is it.
Okay, I'm not thinking that it's like easy, but I was thinking that was so hard. I'm lost.
Yeah, I was thinking
So
that here we have almost a complete team for web development. We have a PO, we have designers, we have developers, engineers.
yeah.
So yeah, yes.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. So Pedro, go ahead. Let's talk about the designer part. Like the division of the designer. What is web development?
So, I have a conception of web development less complex than Calvin because I not working with that. Because I remember, like for example, in my last job, I work with a system. It's a shape builder. It's like a low code about we have like just HTML or CSS to doing the websites, and we have like some features that make it so easily to create. But sometimes we have to use like some code to create too. But for me, web developer is about like Kelvin say about layers. It's about like what we create. Like for example, UX. Like we create like the experience, and UI is the interface. Like what we see, like how is where each element is, because like we have some process and we have to follow some rules too. Because like for example, a marketplace. We have like uh, some definitions that if you don't follow, it's making it harder for our users. And I think it's my comprehension about web development. It's about like so much layers, and I remember I know some developers like just work with it back backend, and this is try like it's very complicated like to understand like the part of the front end, like how I create like how it's supposed, because like more about like front end, like what I know about is like more of involve like creativity, and back end more like logical, and that is.
Okay, so everything starts with you, and you pass to Mauricio, and Mauricio just split the things to Kelvin and Paula. Oh my god!
First of all, I
It's
think
so
Mauricio,
it's your.
complicated.
Mauricio is the person and send us what the user wants.
Yeah, but everything starts with Pedro, no? Because Pedro shows you how everything will.
Depends.
Really?
It's really
Depends
complex.
the company.
Oh my god.
Sometimes it starts with Mauricio, send it to Kelvin.
Yeah, but what about Pedro?
The last
But you have to, see what you have to put your work on, I have the visual to the front end, no?
Yeah, but everything starts with a pen. Someone wants something. For example, a user wants a new feature, or the product team thinking that a new feature is cool. So everything starts with this team called product team. They receive the solicitations and think it makes sense for the product. After that, they create all the description of the new feature and pass it for the some engineer and some designer. The designer create the interface and the user interactions, and the engineer create the architecture, how it's working in the background. So after everything creates, now we send it for the PO, so they create the tasks and manager how the developers are doing, what task each one will do, and organize it. And
Okay,
the
so
last
messy.
part, yeah, oh, not easy, but and the last part, the task is back to the developer and the coding, make this feature happens and deploy and send it to the customer. Uh, it's not this step by step, but normally it is ruled for
A
the major
lot.
of companies. Yeah.
You said a lot of
probably
names that I never heard
Oh,
before.
sorry.
I
I'm
think
used to with the.
things it's a team. Sometimes happens all the same time, more or less these things. To because thinking this, you need a app or a software or what do you need? A site. But you need now 2 weeks. Don't have time to give to me backend and to Kelvin, so Pedro doing front end. Almost all the time, same time.
My god. So okay, Mauricio, go ahead. I don't listen about you. So if you're the guy who just give the order, go ahead, like try it.
All right. Any question?
The first
The first?
question that yeah.
Okay. Um, Web development is the process of creating and managing websites and applications that run on the internet. Is it
Okay, so apps, apps, like
app?
it's the same
App,
thing.
mhm.
No? Oh
App
my god,
is
no way.
app is based in internet.
Yeah, I know, like apps, we have different things to create. Like Apple, you have one thing, and Android, you have another thing to create. But it's not with the same person. Like it's different person. Web development can't create an app. Oh my god.
The word that I most said when I'm working, it depends. Everything depends.
Yes, it all
So
depends.
yeah, depends. Every question that you ask for me, I will answer with depends, because
Okay.
I can't you Web development and apps, I can't create with the same language and with the same people. However, exists language that looks like the same for the web development and apps, so we can reuse this knowledge for it. But it's not essential the same thing.
Yeah, I saw something about Java. Like you can use Java for a lot of things, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, I know something. So, but it's so hard, guys. So Mauricio, you're said, yeah, I don't know English anymore, but we said about like the order of everything. Like we have designer, you have the web development, no, the software engineer. I don't know how the name of the person who do it. What is the name of the person, guys?
And the terms is prioritized according to business needs. And then the business choice one term, MVP, and is prioritized.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so complicated. Like in my area, we have the doctors and the nurse. We are like equal, and like things. We start the job like the technicals. I don't know how to say it. Can start the job to like preparing things based on things that happened yesterday, but they can't just okay. I will evaluate the patient and do whatever I want to do. They have to wait for me to say okay, we are continuing with the same thing or we'll change something. Like I have to be first because I have to, analyze my patient and say what we are going to do. The same as the doctor. So we don't have like order, not order, is a sequence. I don't know, like uma ordem to do, like when you're in a site or creating these things. Go ahead, Paula.
It's different. For example, we have 4 different areas here. Pedro, Mauricio, me, and Kelvin doing the same thing, but in different areas. So we can be a junior, a pleno, senior, and grow. It's the career, but the order to do things is I want a app. So we do a meeting and each one a note. Vic wants a square with the name, with what everything he wants. So Pedro thinks I need this. Kevin thinks my programmer thinks this. And Mauricio thinks, I need to talk to Pedro and Kelvin, and you know these things, and prioritize what doing first, and is this.
Okay, so
it's
you
a
don't have a
group.
sequence. Yeah, you have to talk with everybody. It's not a padrão. I don't know how to say padrão, guys.
Teams
Normally,
work together.
normally me.
No way, Kelvin, no way.
Normally me, a junior, don't talk with anybody. I talk only with Kelvin. And
Okay.
Pedro
Oh my
talking with the other two. But
So difficult.
it's Mauricio says prioritize what's, because you need a login first. So we're doing the face, the interface login, and how to keep your date. Oh no, I want email. Oh, I want e-commerce. So we need to do things. You prioritize, Mauricio prioritize, and we are doing.
Oh my God, it's
Pa-
so hard.
Pastelaria.
Yeah,
It's a
like, oh my
pastelaria.
God. It's hard, like it's a new area and everything is different. So,
No,
Mauricio, question number
it,
2.
is equal
Okay,
to
go
the
ahead.
priority of the sickness patient.
Sorry?
The prioritization is equal to the priority of the sickness patient.
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's a good, okay, now I'm standing, it's easier for me. Okay, yeah. Of course, okay, we have to understand the situation and then, okay, again, go, cool, I like it. So, Mauricio, number 2.
Okay. Have you ever tried to build a website? How was the experience? Uh, I I've tried a few times. The experience wasn't very good because I don't have patent.
I'm
I
seeing
dynamic.
it on you, like,
I prefer conversation with people.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have patience because what? What is the reason you don't have patience for what?
Um, I need necessary very patent um uh, for logic of program.
Okay, okay. I will just put in my notebook because I have to study logic program right now. Okay, I'm just saying putting my notes, right? So,
It's
oh my
it's hard for
God.
me.
I don't know. Like, you are saying that it's hard for you, but I don't even know if it's hard for me because I don't know what is it. I believe I'm in a worse place. Oh my God, everything is new. So, Pedro, you don't build a site, like you're a designer. So, have you ever? Question number 2.
Yeah. Uh, in my case, when I was working in my last job, uh, we work with some platform that is low code, and it is easier for us like to put it there. Like it's like I don't know how I can explain, but like for example, you made a pizza and you have like all the ingredients, and you just choose what ingredient you want and mix that like what you want. It's a example, but it's not so hard. Like for example, if you create we using some code, some language of programming, like for example HTML or CSS, JavaScript, and etc. You have to get the very deep knowledge of this of that, like what Mauricio said about like don't have patent, because we have to get very know about the how codes works, and you have to be patient about like if sometime it get wrong, all your work like is not work, because like it's just a minimal error, but it will affect all your site, and it's bad. But nowadays we have like so much platforms to get know about like to create websites more easier. Like for example, everybody knows like WordPress and the plugin that calls Elementor, and the most famous I think in the world of website development. But nowadays we have like easier ones, like for example, Framer. I think he was started this year or last year, and is
What
very
is the
easier
name
for
of the
designing.
name? The name. Sorry,
I
the
will put
name.
it.
I'm just putting here. Everybody
I
here.
will
The
put on
name.
site. They call us Framer. And the other
Framer.
ones
Okay,
is
thank you. Continuing. Go ahead.
Webflow. Webflow is the other good ones because like for programming, like for example websites in my case, it's very hard when you have some animations and interaction with some elements. And these two sites will make that is easier. And we just don't have like so much technology and development. You will able to create some site and easier to put online too because it's real hard when you talk about the elementary things like that. The when you have to put online and create a domino and these things like that is harder than Framer and Webflow.
Ah, I heard something about that. Like, I don't know. It's a place that you can code. There's a pre-code. I don't know how to say it. I don't know the name of it. You know, like you can just uh copy and it's easier. I don't know, guys. I'm just picking everything. So I like this. I just put here. Really, I'm just putting my my notes because it's helped me a lot. Oh my god, you're a web designer? Is it?
No, the terms of designer, it's like it's complex even for me because like we have so much terms, and nowadays, uh, my last position they calls UX and UI because I work with a experience. Like for example, what the client, the user will do on the side, like what the first action, the second, and try to guide for a specific action. And I do the interface about the visual. But nowadays, this profession is about the college this product design because the join
Oh my god.
these things
It's
like
closed
the
just for me.
interface and the experience.
Okay. Is
It's okay,
everything
yeah.
okay?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
It's
know if the problem is with my internet or his internet.
I
Pedro?
think it was Pedro Internet.
Okay. So,
Now he is
okay.
back, I think.
Yeah, he's moving.
I am here. You
Yeah,
couldn't listen to me.
yeah, now I am.
All right. I talk about the name of the professionals. Like my last job is called UX and UI. Like Paula's talking the website the chat. It's about user experience and UI is user interface. But nowadays this professional is called more like product design because like involve like these two things and put this name.
Okay, so designer. We can
Yes,
call
it's
you
easier.
designer. It's not totally
Yes.
designer, it's some kind of designer.
It's better than designer because designer doing the draw, but Pedro thinks what is better. Pedro thinks in the screen of Zoom is
It's a
better.
Megazord designer.
Yeah, yeah. He thinks the chat is better in right, left, without out the screen. What's better? Pedro needs to think in this.
Okay, it's cool. I like it. Oh my god. So, Paula, go ahead. I believe you don't answer the question, right?
I don't do websites. I hate front end. I don't know to do this. I have a lot of luck in my student life because every time in my group had a one person that I love front end. So I don't did this did this.
Amazing.
I don't do.
So perfect. Kelvin, go ahead.
Yeah, I build at some websites. I work with software engineer, but software engineer englobes web development. We can create websites and englobe a little bit of the architectural part. For example, we create our user interface and we create your business rule. However, we are working with it in on computer in your local environment. So we need to send it for one place that everyone can access. So software engineering englobes this another part. It's put it on website in the network for everyone assets. So I am a full stack, but I don't like so much front end. Not front end. It's because when we starting in the development world, we don't have the notion the idea that front end and design is different. So when I know that it's different, I think that I don't like design. I like front end because front end we create some structures, the interaction of some elements, and the communication and the front end and the back end. So and UI UX, it's more not about code. It's more about some. We have a tool called Figma, for example. So we can create screens. How does the screen interact without code? So this is more the part of the design, create the interface and how it interacts, and the front end is execute it, and we have the back end. So I like the more the back end. I prefer back end. I work with front end, and I don't like the design part. It's not personal purpose, but I love that UX is for save my life. And yeah, I think is it.
My God, it's so complicated. Okay, so the designer just draw, just okay, just, and the web development just put in action. It's
Yeah, we can say
kind of it.
that. You can say that.
Oh my God, I don't know, guys, if we from the do this, yeah. So I don't know if we had more time to one question, guys. Just let me see. Um, Paula, we have to be quick, like fast, okay? Choose one question. Don't have to be the next one. Choose one, read and answer it. Everybody answer, right? Okay, so go ahead, Paula.
I think it's interesting to talk about front end and back end. Everybody says about this, and nobody says nothing. So front end union, web developing, designer, with any language, how JavaScript, TypeScript, and another things, HTML, CSS. Backend is what happened behind the scene. Bank database or another things you can see when you use the website or the software. You only xinga. Oh, don't works. You do bad words to backend. But is how, I don't know, Pedro says or Mauricio, is more logical. But JavaScript is a very logical language too, but is more visual than SQL and another. It's a
Yeah.
process. It's a way.
Yeah. Yeah. Mauricio, go ahead. I believe it's number 5, right? Yeah. So Mauricio, number 5.
Um, the the difference between them is that the front end is responsible for interfacing with the user, and the back end is where the business logic and data manipulation takes place.
Oh my God, it's so fast. You know, I know I just it.
Is it?
It was perfect.
Oh my God,
This resume.
today I believe the most used word today was this kind of made, and I believe so. I believe today this word wins. So okay, number 8, Mauricio.
What what tools or platforms can help beginners build websites easily? I I know the Wix platform.
What?
I Wix.
Wix? Wix?
Wix.
Wix? Oh, we have it on Talk and Talk. We
I
use it.
tried it also on him.
Okay, I'm putting here. So okay, it's a good one. So it's a good one. I saw it here on Talk and Talk. So Pedro, number 8. Do you have any more? I believe you said about Framer and Webflow. You have any more things that can help me?
I think WordPress with Elementor makes very good work too, because most famous, and we have like so much tutorials on YouTube can help it, and some courses too. And I think it's a good, but I think like for example, Webflow and Framer is easier one because the platform is structured for that. Because I searched for like the history about the Elementor WordPress, and the WordPress create for create blogs, and we create like the plugin that it calls Elementor, and the Elementors like for you those websites. So it's not a appropriate one, but like if everybody created with that, and we create like other plugins to help with that.
My God, so complex. Okay, a lot of information. So it's cool. Kelvin, number 8.
Number 8. So yeah, the Pedro and Maurice said the most common platforms. I don't know anyone any another. However, I suggest to use the most commons because sometimes we find out a platform that is so good to use. However, how this platform don't have a big community, and you have a problem, you can't find out the solution of your problem. So you get stuck here. So it's better you try to use that most common that we have a lot of tutorials, a lot of people using because when you have a problem, it's more I forgot the word. It's more easily that anyone that have passage for it too.
Okay. So Paula, what about you? Question number 8.
I don't know. I I don't do any websites, but Hosinger is a very good to do this too. Pedro said in chat. I think I read your Code Academy here, and you use a very good tools. I read the way they do. Your way is very slow. HTML, CSS, JavaScript is you can learn, but I need to say study because
Because it's
no,
hard.
use a you
Because
use
it's
a
hard.
nurse. You use a nurse. This is
I don't know how
most
to talk about
worst.
it. No, it's easier. Nursing is easier than home.
Pedro, Mauricio, and Kevin agree with me. Nurse is very worse.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, I think nursing is easier.
But don't coloque a carroça na frente dos bois. When they said to you, study HTML, not JavaScript. When you need, study JavaScript. It's a way. You need this way.
A process, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so difficult. But yeah, I
And
just
you
put on
need
my
logical.
everything.
And you need a lot of logical. Yeah. But how my old teacher said, you use it logical in your day.
Yeah.
When I start, I need to write how I brush my teeth. Do the way, the path. And when you read, you say, "Oh my God, I forgot to open the tornado." And you do. This is the logical you need. Path.
Okay.
Step by step.
I will think about it when I'm studying. I will remember about it. So, people from YouTube, unfortunately, we don't have more time. We're at the end of the immersion. So, thank you for being here with us. It was a pleasure. And there's one more immersion. I believe more than one, but there are more immersion at that one. So, just please continue watching us. And thank you to being